What's going on, everyone? Versus Z here with another Transformers review, and we're looking at Voyager class Starscream from Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, of course. I mean, look at this guy. I'm actually re-reviewing this guy. The first couple days I had him, I was kind of like, but now that a few days after playing with him, posing him around a little bit, this is the end result. I feel a lot better than I did before, and I've grown to really just appreciate and love this figure for what it is. And this is one of my favorite Starscream figures now. I mean, look at him. His overall design is just really, really awesome. Huge improvement to the first movie line Starscream. Not entirely such a big improvement, but you know, he still looks a lot better. A lot slimmer, more streamlined, more movie accurate. Especially that's the most important part about it. His head sculpt is a lot more movie accurate, a lot more imposing. I really like how I got him posed here. I like how his legs are more playable than in the first movie. It doesn't have ratchet joints, which I wish he had, but you know that's okay. That's fine. Anyway, he does have Mechalive here on his chest. You kind of just rotate his head side to side, and his gears will start grinding. And his missiles, of course, they'll shoot, but I'm not going to show that because we all know how that happens. But yeah, anyway, war tattoos everywhere. Overall, nice look on this figure. So let's get to the review now, shall we? Alright, so now we have Starscream in his nearly flawless alt mode. Look at this. I'm angling it this way so you guys can get a good idea of what it looks like without all the robot kibble. You know, the war tattoos he's got all over his body, they come in pretty well. I mean, of course, yeah, you'll see some patent lines here and there, but you know, this isn't a $50 figure, you know? The Decepticon symbol and then some weird Cybertronian something. If you guys can speak Cybertronian, I would appreciate it if you tell me what that means. Yep. Really nice, really nice. Landing gear. Detailed landing gear. I don't want to waste time zooming in on it, but it's very detailed landing gear. Landing gear. What's wrong with my words these days? Anyway, come to the back area. This is where you can really see all the robot kibble. Hands sticking out, missiles sticking out. Except I like to leave it back here because it kind of looks like a jet stream, like from this angle. Like, okay. I'm just having so much fun with this thing. I prefer to leave it there because if you guys know the F-22 Raptor, this particular fighter jet, it's not exactly, it doesn't exactly have its missiles underneath the wings. They actually launch from a pod here, so I figured I'd leave them back here because otherwise it would take away from the realism of the figure. You know, this thing looks good as it is, so I just don't want to mess it up by adding things that don't exist. Another small thing here is you see those little, you can kind of see the thrusters there. So I like how Hasbro added a little bit of detail in the place where too much was already visible, like here, the hands and everything. Like I guess you could tuck the hands in a little bit, and you can kind of still hide, but that looks a little uglier. So yeah, as long as you angle it this way, I mean, all the attention on this figure is on this side anyway, so it looks nice. Landing gear doesn't roll though. That's probably the only thing that I have to complain about. Minor complaint, but you know, everything works. To transform him is actually pretty simple. You just want to start off by, of course, tucking in his landing gear. I always forget this. Then you're gonna tuck in the nose cone. Take these two front panels of the wings, flip them up. Take the wings and flip them down. Take this whole assembly with the wings on them and flip them forward. Jeez, you'll hear that click. Oh my god. Okay, so you're gonna want to take this half and lift it up, and take the bottom half and kind of push it downward because it's on this weird hinge peg joint thing. Sorry, you bring it down, and there's Starscream's head. Oh my god. Okay, then you're gonna take the arms, just kind of do some adjustments here and there, flip that wing up, and then you're gonna rotate this wing so you can see the Mechalive gears. Flip it around. Well, I almost literally flipped it around. And these two little posts here, these two round pegs are gonna fit in there. So you're gonna want to bring this part around and Am I doing something wrong? No, I'm not. Okay, and then there you go. I do the same here, except for this part, you're going to want to make sure that this peg slides right into that gap there. So as you put that in there, you're going to want to slide this in there at the same time. Sounds hard, but it's not really. Just do that and do that. So, see, simple. And that was all just to make sure that the Mechalive things would work properly, so you just want to rotate his head, and if the gears are working, then everything's working. Now you're going to take his legs, bring him down, pull him down, rotate the angles 180. Did I say angles or ankles? And then you can adjust his feet. I like to adjust his feet backwards like this. And something or the other. Yeah, you know, it works for me. Now you can take these bottom wings and they're going to form his crotch. Yeah. There you go. Looks ridiculously awkward, but that's what they say to do. Instructions say you want to take those up, but you guys know the instructions. Don't trust them. Lift them down so you can see more of the tattoos. You know, this is Starscream with his war tattoos. You want to show them off. Okay, now the wings. Just fold them down, tuck them in for now, just for now. Pan back a little bit, and then you're gonna take the top parts, fold them halfway down, or fold that half down. Then take this panel, fold it in, and in case that was a little too messy for you guys, let's do it again. Down, out, come on, come on, out, down, and tuck it in. Okay, so you can choose to either leave it that way, or you can do what I do. You can mess with the wings, leave it that way. I like to leave it that way because it kind of adds a little bit more of, kind of defines his overall look a little bit more. Oh, speaking of definition, you can define his chest too. These panels here, they can actually come out a little bit. I don't know if I can do it now. It's a little too late, but oh, never mind. I still can. Wait. Come on, you. Work with me. There you go. Yeah, you kind of want to do that early before you can get all the arms and stuff down and locked in. So yeah, kind of just brings out his chest a little bit more, and that's I think that's a nice little added detail there. Okay, now the arms. The arms, you can adjust them any way you want, like this way, or kind of just tuck that entire part in and bring his arms closer. I like doing it this way. And then for the arms, you just kind of want to, ouch, that hurts. Rotate it. It's a little rough. Just rotate it, and then bend them at the elbow. No, it didn't work this time. I wonder why. Okay, so you're just gonna pull it down then until it clicks. And then you can just adjust his arms however you want them to. Freaking arms. Ugh, okay. Never want to cooperate with me. Alright, and that's Starscream. You guys already saw the Mechalive gimmick. I might as well just show you guys the missile shooting for the heck of it because I got time. And then that was sad. Okay, I'm gonna have to get that missile in a second. But yeah, the missiles do shoot. Articulations is pretty alright. Head will rotate side to side. Arms are pretty articulated. Two areas where they can, you know, move. Here on the torso and here on the hinge of the elbow, or not the elbow, but the shoulder. And then the elbow itself can only bend upward, and the hand can only bend downward. So that kind of sucks for some, but for me, I've grown into liking that because it really fits Starscream's character. Very, you know, creature-like. His legs, pretty articulated, forward, backwards, side to side, rotate at the thigh. Two joints for the knees, one up there and one at the bottom of that. And then of course his feet can go forward and backwards. And these little panels are just heel spurs, pretty much. And yeah, that's it for this figure. You know, I really like him. He's very, very awesome figure. He might not get, you know, he might not get the full attention of some people, but I've grown to really just starting to like him. He's an awesome figure. He looks pretty crazy, pretty creepy, like he should. Let me get that missile, because this is just... Wait a minute. You know what? There you are. Ah. Alright. There you go. Don't lose me next time. Or, don't miss me next time. But yeah, this is Voyager class, Revenge of the Fallen, Starscream. I say you can go pick him up. You're going to have a lot of fun with him. If you're not going to pick him up for this robot mode, then you definitely got to pick him up for his alt mode. That sexy F-22 Raptor being put into... I'm just talking crap. Anyway, thanks for watching.